This is how soldiers of the 80th Brigade are returning after completing another combat mission in the Bakhmut direction of Donetsk region. Their weapon against the Russian attackers is FPV drones, which they use as kamikazes. Ukrainian servicemen do not work on enemy targets from the rear. Effectiveness depends on distance, so the closer they are to the front line, the better. A good example is Klishivka, where the fighting lasted for several months. Now it isn't calm there either, and drone cover remains essential.
It's effective, very effective in destroying the enemy. Russians can be hiding somewhere in holes, and the guys' infantry may not be able to come in. So we do our best to destroy them with the drone.
Servicemen fly their attack birds literally from the first line of defense. They often work even during fire attacks by the Russian army and enemies' attempts to storm Ukrainian positions. Are you close to each other when you work there?
Yes, we are close. Nowadays there are infantry up to a kilometer away from us. Well, they are trying to break in, but we hit them, so they retreat anyway.
Every time they go to the front, the Ukrainian military tries to take a large stock of drones and batteries for them. In freezing weather, it is important to take into account the distance to the target because the batteries quickly run out, and this affects the speed of the drone. VR goggles also help the operator to see the terrain and the intended target more clearly.
If there's a hidden dugout, you're on the screen. Even if it's 60-60, you won't be able to see it, but the quality of the glasses is different. You know.
The main enemy of attack drones is Russian electronic warfare systems. Now, defenders have already learned to avoid them, but yet it isn't easy to destroy these systems.
You need a lot of luck to hit the Russian electronic warfare system.
But it's not the only enemy for drones, servicemen joke. There are other problems in the field as well.
Mouse eat remotes and glasses, gnawing on everything. We try to hide the box so that they wouldn't gnaw it.
The mice?
Yes, if a mouse chews through a cable, it's unrecoverable.
Soldiers have stopped keeping count of all targets they hit. They say there were so many of them, and all very different. There were cases when a drone flew to destroy one target, but on the way eliminated another, more significant one.
We were flying and saw vehicles, so we thought, why would we look for that stuff in the bushes if we can catch an infantry fighting vehicle on the way instead? But the drone was a bit uncontrollable, it had some problems. We came to the target and the drone started spinning around like that. So we brought it into the car, but it went up. However, it hit the target eventually.
Kamikaze drones are needed on the front line to effectively fulfill combat tasks, as they significantly help Ukrainian artillery to deter attacks by Russian occupiers. Drones effectively disable enemy army equipment and infantry. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Alyona Gramova, Yevhen Karmazin, UATV News.